Alright, so if your data finishes so fast and you don't know why, this video will save you money. I will show you exactly how I use the internet without wasting my data. Right, so how your data finishes so fast is somehow relatable. Is either you allowed background apps to run, or you allowed auto updates, video autoplay, HD streaming by default, and you also have some ads and trackers running on your device. So most people waste data without even knowing it, okay? So I'm going to take you through some few settings that I do that helps me to save a lot of data on my phone. Okay, right. So the first setting that I do, that is if I'm using Android, is to swipe from top to down, and then I'm going to find the data saver mode and tap on it to turn it on. So what this simple setting does is that it restricts background data usage. Okay, so if you have some apps that consumes a lot of data at the background, this setting is able to restrict them and save you a lot of data. Okay, so the second setting that I do to help me save a lot of data is to disable background data for heavy apps. Okay, right. So if you are using Android, just go to the settings, and then you are going to locate your app list, and then identify apps that consume a lot of data at the background and disable them. Okay, so apps like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and quite some other ones consume a lot of data silently at the background. Okay, so you see that most people complain that their data vanishes or finishes so fast that they didn't even use it for anything. This is one of the reasons. Okay, so what we need to do is that just search for the apps that you think they consume your data at the background. Let's say let's go to TikTok, click on it, and then once it opens like this, go to mobile data and Wi-Fi, tap on it. You can see that background data is turned on, so it means that TikTok is going to run at the background and then secretly consume your mobile data. Okay, right, so I'm going to turn it off. Okay, you can identify some quite number of them. Facebook is another one. Okay, so I'll click on it and I'll go to mobile data and Wi-Fi. You can also see background data is turned on, so I'll turn it off. All right, so okay, so go on and identify a number of apps that you think they consume data at the background and turn them off. Okay, because these apps are the biggest data eaters that run silently at the background that you never noticed. Okay, all right, so the third setting that I do that helps me to save a lot of data is to turn off auto updates. Okay, so what I do is that I go to Play Store, that is if you are using Android, then click on your profile, and then go to settings, and then locate the network preferences and click on it to expand it. Once you're here, you can see a number of settings that you can apply, and that will determine whether your data will finish so fast or not. Okay, right. So the first settings, if you allow it to be here, it means that apps are going to be updated automatically using your mobile data or Wi-Fi. So this one consumes data silently without you knowing. Okay, the best way is to set it to updates over Wi-Fi only. That is if you have free Wi-Fi somewhere that you normally connect to. So if you don't have free Wi-Fi at all, but you are managing on your mobile data, it is best to set it to don't auto update apps. That is where I keep it. Okay, when you set it this way, what it means is that whenever these apps are due for updates, they'll wait for you to come to Play Store and manually install the updates. Okay, so this is good when you're on a low budget, so that you plan when to run the updates instead of the apps automatically running updates on your low data balance and then draining it. Okay, right, so go back here, and this time around we are going to click on the autoplay videos. Okay, so if you set it to autoplay videos at any time, it's going to consume your mobile data. Okay, mostly I put it on autoplay videos over Wi-Fi only. That is because sometimes I get free Wi-Fi to connect to, but if you don't have access to free Wi-Fi and you rely heavily on your cellular data, then it is best for you to set it to don't autoplay videos and click on OK. Yeah, so we are done here. Just go back here. Now remember that our apps are not going to install automatically whenever they are due for updates. So Because of this, you have to always come back here and update your apps automatically. Just click on your profile and then click on the manage apps and device. So you see the updates available. You can decide to click on the update or click to see the details and select the ones that you want to update specifically. So let's move on to the third trick that I use to save data. I use certain browsers that have data saving capabilities. So Opera Mini and Brave browser and Chrome Lite are very good browsers that save you a lot of data. Opera Mini, for instance, they have a data saving mode that you can turn on, and we also have Brave browser. So these browsers, they have image compression, art blocking, and faster loading capabilities that helps you to save a lot of mobile data. Okay, right, so your browser alone can waste or save your data. Okay, right, so now let's move on to the fourth trick that I use to save data, and that is video and social media tricks. Okay, so what I do is that I have up to 4 settings that I apply on social media apps that helps me to save a lot of data. Okay, so I'm going to take you through some of these social media apps and walk you through the settings that you're supposed to turn on to save data. Okay, so the first app is YouTube. Okay, so open the YouTube app, click on your profile, click on the settings gear at the top right corner here, and then the first setting we are going to do is to scroll all the way down to playback. Click on it. Now the first setting is autoplay next video. So when autoplay is enabled, a suggested video will automatically play next. So what it means is that when you open the YouTube app and you click on the video to watch, when the video finishes, the next video automatically continue playing. It might not be a video that you intended to watch, but this is going to consume your data. Okay, right, so if you turn it on like this is what's going to be happening. Next videos are going to play automatically without your intention. Okay, right, so the best thing to do to save data is to turn it off. So let's go back, and then the next thing we're going to do is to find the data saving mode. Is right here, click on it. Okay, now you can see that I've turned this one on. Okay, so when you turn it on, YouTube optimizes the best settings to save your data. Okay, so I'll go ahead, turn it on, and then let's go back to the next settings. Let's scroll all the way